We're back in today. We're looking forward to the 2025 NFL draft season, boys. That's right. 1 week left of the NFL season when I'm recording this video. It's pretty clear what the draft order is going to be now. There can be a pretty big shakeup at the top. A lot of teams are resting their starters, so maybe some of these trash can teams get some wins week 18. But as of right now, this is the draft order. We're going to be breaking it down pick by pick. You know, what this Bleacher Nation mock draft is saying every team can have. You know, every time the draft rolls around, man, there's like 3 or 4 guys, 5 or 6 guys that I even know exist. And then the rest of these guys are randies unless you're a fan of the school. Kelvin Banks Jr. We're going to break down the type of talent available and kind of, you know, where they're going to be falling in the draft. So that's kind of what the point of this video is. So smash the like and subscribe button. Let's go pick by pick, see what team is going after what player. So number 1, the Giants recently just lost their number 1 pick, and the New England Patriots look like they're going to be first. The Patriots play the Bills, who rest their starters in the second half of Week 18. Maybe the Patriots beat the Bills. Who knows? But the Patriots are projected to take the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter, wide receiver, cornerback, Colorado. Now, what's interesting is, will they be playing him? Which side of the ball will they be playing him on? You would assume it's probably going to be wide receiver, but also keep this in mind. The Patriots are the number 1 favorite to land, drumroll, T. Higgins. T. Higgins is a wide receiver they're going to land. They already have Booty. They already have, you know, a decent tight end in Hunter Henry. So will they use Travis Hunter as an additional wide receiver weapon? It seems like Travis Hunter wants to play both sides of the ball, but right now, Travis Hunter's going number 1. Obviously, with Drake May, you know, they're not really in need of a quarterback as of right now with the way he's been looking. Number 2, and this is the first Randy, the Titans. The Titans need help everywhere, man. They also need a quarterback. Like this says, you know, they don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. They have Mason Rudolph, Will Levis. I mean, you can pick any position on the Titans, and they are in need of help. Maybe not running back, Tony Pollard, Tyjae Spears. Everything else, man, not great. They already have Calvin Ridley on the outside. Besides that, you know, not really good anywhere on the roster. So it looks like Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive lineman from Texas, is going to be going quite high in this year's draft. I mean, I remember Penei Sewell went pretty early a couple of years back. Looks like Kelvin Banks Jr. is the top offensive lineman tackle in this draft, and he'll help the Titans. You know, protect the quarterback, but their quarterback's still going to be Mason Rudolph, so it's not looking good. I'm also going to make a video, boys, you know, kind of making my 2025 predictions. Some, you know, what team's going to bounce back, what team's going to fall. We just saw the 49ers fall this year. So I'll be keeping these in mind when I make my predictions. The Browns, Cam Ward. So the Browns have the number 3 pick. And, wow. So they're saying that they're going to be moving on from Deshaun Watson, it looks like. Deshaun Watson's had a rough time. We already know that. But do the Browns really take Cam Ward over Shedeur Sanders? This is the first quarterback going off the draft. You know, this is kind of my first, I don't know about this. Will the Browns take Shedeur? We have the Giants taking Shedeur at number 4. So basically the thing to know is that the top 2 quarterbacks are Cam Ward from Florida and Shedeur Sanders. Everyone knows Shedeur. Not as many people know Cam Ward. But it's pretty close in terms of which one's getting drafted first. It really depends. You know, when the Giants had the number 1 pick, everyone was saying they would get Shedeur Sanders. This has Shedeur falling to number 4. Like it says, he could easily be the first quarterback taken. I don't know. Will Dion even let Shedeur play for the Giants? Yeah, I think he will. Number 5, we have Will Johnson, the first corner off of the board. And I feel like a lot of people know about Will Johnson. We've all seen him play for Michigan. He's been, you know, flying off the tape. I think Will Johnson's a solid pick for the Jaguars. Especially, you know, they don't need a receiver. They have BTJ. Their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, he's been hurt, and he has been losing. But I still think he's shown, yeah, it's not time to give up. I think this would be a solid pick for the Jags. You know, who remembers when they had Jalen Ramsey? We got the Panthers taking defensive tackle Mason Graham. The Jets taking Abdul Carter. Now, I've watched Abdul Carter. He's been very, very, very good. I go to Penn State. I'm graduating. But the thing that worries me about Abdul Carter, right? Against Oregon, he was kind of shut down, and he's a bit small. I feel like he's a bit small as a defensive end. But besides that, I mean, he is very explosive, gets to the ball fast off the line of scrimmage, and he's able to kind of follow through the play. Like, if the running back gets past the line of scrimmage, then he has the speed to come behind and tackle that running back. So Jets, Abdul Carter is a solid pick. But what about quarterback? Who's going to be the quarterback? Aaron Rodgers? It's got to be Aaron Rodgers, right? I don't think they're going to move on. Comment down below. Raiders, Michael Williams, edge of Georgia. So right off the bat, The top 4, all offense. And then it's looking like once those 4 offensive players go, we're going to have a run of defensive players. We have a defensive tackle, a cornerback, mostly D linemen, 6 through 8. Then we go back to offense with the Bears. The Bears do need offensive line help. Is Caleb Williams the answer to quarterback? We'll see. They'll probably give him at least 2 or 3 more years. Offensive lineman, LSU. The Saints, James Pierce Jr., another D lineman. He's been slipping slightly in the draft, and the Saints need help basically everywhere, except for quarterback and Chris Olave, man. If he can stay healthy, he's good as well. But Nick Scordon, edge, Texas A&M. A lot of defensive linemen in this draft is what I'm seeing so far. Malachi Starks, safety, Georgia. And there it is. The name that everybody knows, falling to number 13. The last guy we saw go this early as a running back, Jahmyr Gibbs. Can Ashton Jenney be the Jahmyr Gibbs of this draft class? I mean, I don't see a world in which the Cowboys already passed up on Derrick Henry. Surely they don't pass up on Derrick Henry 2.0, man. This guy looks good. The Cowboys definitely, I think, are going to go after Jenney if he's available. Cardinals, defensive tackle. Nothing crazy right there. Dolphins, another defensive tackle. A lot of defensive tackles right here. Interesting draft picks. The Bengals, it's interesting to see them taking a cornerback. Their defense has been the worst in the league this season. I mean, their defense is picking up like 30 per game, regardless of who they play. But with T. Higgins leaving, I mean, the Bengals probably are going to have to find a day 2 type wide receiver. They already have Yoshi Voss. They already have, what's his name, Jermaine Burton, the guy that was suspended for a game or something like that, right? So, I mean, one of those guys is going to have to fill the number 2 role on that Bengals wide receiver core. The Falcons, we have Deontay Lawson, linebacker. Now, this is where usually things start getting a little bit worse. Now, we've only seen, have we? Yeah, I mean, we've technically seen 0 receivers go off the board. We obviously saw Travis Hunter go number 1. He's a receiver, but, like, he's also a split position. So, where's the receivers at? We got another D tackle, another edge, tight end. The first tight end off the board. This is very interesting. I would like to see if any Michigan fans know, is Colston Loveland the GOAT? Because I know somebody, that is the GOAT. Tyler Warren. It's interesting because we have Sean Payton, the Broncos head coach, and we have Taysom Hill. Tyler Warren has literally reminded me so much of Taysom Hill at Penn State, and it would be interesting to see the Broncos go for the Michigan tight end over the Penn State tight end. I feel like these guys are very interchangeable, very 1-2. We'll have to see. Buccaneers getting, basically the first receiver off the board right here. Teteroa McMillan has the talent to go top 10, but it might not shake out that way. Yeah, I mean, this just smells like one of these teams is going to be, trading up to get this first receiver. So I don't know if it's going to fall to the Buccaneers. They've got Mike Evans, they've got Godwin. Both get hurt. Both are very good. Both are very old. The Rams going with an O lineman. That's very important, man. Protect Matt Stafford. He'll be the GOAT. The Packers getting a corner. Luther Burden III, the Steelers receiver. Where is their Steelers receiver, man? Roman Wilson, where are you? Dude's done nothing all season. Luther Burden, be a solid option. They already got Calvin Austin, Mike Williams. I mean, I don't know if they're going to keep Mike Williams, but Commanders getting a receiver. This would be a very, very good draft pick. This is like the 3rd or 4th receiver off of the board. With Jaden Daniels, he'll have time to develop. I like the Commanders going receiver right here. Ravens going offensive line. Eagles going edge rusher. The Eagles, I feel like the Eagles pass rush, man, is already solid. But Brandon Graham retiring. Josh Sweat, free agent. Bryce Huff, trash. Maybe they go D lineman. Makes sense. Bills going with the safety. Vikings cornerback. Lions edge rusher. And Chiefs offensive lineman. That is the Bleacher Nation mock draft. I kind of just wanted to get these names in everybody's head, man. So we're kind of available of what the draft order is usually going to be like, Looking at the draft, there's a lot of defensive players coming off of the board round 1. Not as much offense as you would expect. There is a decent bit of offensive line. We got, in terms of skill position offense, we got Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, Shador Sanders. We got Teteroa Williams, Teteroa McMillan, Ashton Jenney. We had like 3 or 4 receivers, a running back, 2 tight ends, and then the rest, O-line, and a lot of defensive linemen too, and then a couple corners sprinkled in. But though that is the mock draft from Bleacher Nation. Let me know if you want me to keep doing more as they get updated, and especially after Week 18. Smash the like and subscribe button. Peace out. Thanks for watching.